What is up, YouTube, and welcome to this Game of Thrones video. So, welcome people. Not long until the next episode is on our screens. We're about half a week away, and then it's one more episode after that, and then that's it for this season, which is so upsettingly short. But I've done quite a few Game of Thrones videos for this season, so in the meantime, you can check out the other videos on my channel and drop a like and a subscribe if you enjoy what this channel is about. So, people, Night's King, easily one of the most interesting parts of this show by far. It's someone who I have been obsessed with throughout the show, the books, everything. And I love the fact that he just pops up every now and then, and I can't wait to see what he finally does. I mean, last season really was the closest we ever came to learning what he was about when he attacked Bran Stark. Now, that is really, really interesting that he attacks Bran Stark and he seems to know exactly where Bran is all the damn time, like some kind of psycho stalker checking his check-ins. It's like, just checked in with the three-eyed raven, lol. That is what's going on. And now, how does he know? Now, let's just talk Night's King. Could Bran Stark be the Night's King? Yeah, bear with me. If you're a fan of this channel, you stuck with us throughout the whole Sabotage storyline of The Flash, and it looks like we've got another motherfucking bootstrap time paradox here. Kind of. So this is all theory here, so please don't go, oh, this hasn't happened on the show. Just, yeah, this is a theory, just bear in mind. So, is he the Night King? Now, let's take a look at the evidence. Now, the way that Bran Stark will actually become the Night King would be through the green sight and time traveling, which we know that Bran has been able to travel throughout time in this show. So we've got Jojen Reed, who had the green dreams, and he showed him everything that was going to happen, or told him about all of this and taught him to use his powers. Now, this is what could happen. Now, obviously, he seemed even more incredibly powerful than the Three-Eyed Raven. Three-Eyed Raven sadly killed by the Night King. But what happened was, when he was there, when Bran Stark was with him, he was able to go back in time and actually affect time. He was able to cause these problems. Now, majorly, the major one here is obviously Willis, who was Hodor, rest in peace, and he caused a lot of trouble for him by saying, Hodor, hold the door, all that kind of business. And then, obviously, Willis then was unable to say anything other than Hodor, which was one of the mind-blowing moments. We've also had as well him actually cause Ned Stark to turn around when he was at the Tower of Joy as well. And on another of other occasions, he has caused people to possibly go mad, which is one of the notable there ones is, of course, the Mad King as well, when he was saying, burn it down. Wow, that is absolutely insane. So we know that he can actually affect time. Now, obviously, if that was literally just looking at time, he wouldn't be making these changes that we've actually noticed. So what could then happen here is the fact that, well, what if he went back in time? What if he was able to control his powers even more, go back in time, and actually affect things? So what if Bran actually went back in time and tried to change absolutely everything? Now, all of these times, it seems like Bran is trying to change the time. So he's trying to change things, he's trying to affect things, but with the Three-Eyed Raven, he's not actually been able to do that. So what if he actually learns the powers? What if he learns his powers more? What if Sam Watala gives him some books which gave the theory maybe on all these powers? And then he goes back in time. So he goes back in time to when the Night King was actually created, because he's actually seen this. He has actually seen that this has happened. Now, before this, he possibly learns to walk better. What if he even walks into maybe a dragon, and he learns that his walking powers are even more powerful than he ever expected? So then what happens is he proceeds to go back in time, go back to that moment when the future Night King was actually going to be stabbed, and then he walks into that person. Now, he walks into that person, and then that is it. He actually goes into that body. That is then why the Leaf, the children of the forest, actually mention that, well, they were trying to stop you, which is Bran Stark. So he's walked into this body, and then he's begging everyone to stop him. He's warning of the White Walkers and what they're about to create, but they think he's crazy and carry on with it anyway. And then that is when he is then able to actually become the Night's King. So he's walked in to the body of the Night's King, and then, well, that is the huge problem there. He becomes stuck. So due to the magical powers of the transformation into the Night's King, into the White Walkers that they create, well, he is then stuck in that body. This explains why Bran is actually able to know where his future self will be at every single moment in time, and why he is able to know exactly where Jon Snow will be at every single moment. And then we will actually have to have poor old Jon Snow have to kill the Night's King at the end. Now, further evidence or further ideas that could prop this theory up is the fact that Bran could attempt to go back in time a bit more. He could go back in time and then actually try to create the wall and create future things which try and actually stop this, but then it never actually works. The wall does not stop the White Walkers in the end, and then he actually ends up doing the mega time travel and becoming the Night's King. So there we go. That's why he has an obsession with Jon Snow, why he is hesitant to actually kill Jon Snow. Now, we also have to look at the poses. So the Night's King, the person who turned into the Night's King, and also Bran, when he was told about why the Children of the Forest made this evil creation, all have the same poses, and Bran has the same pose as the person who was actually turned into Night's King. However, let me know what you think in the comments. That's it for this video. Please drop a like. Please do subscribe. And I'll see you soon. And goodbye.